Hey, Joe Matzi here, coming to you with first ever online guitar lesson. I've taught guitar to students of all skill levels, and I've also had the pleasure of playing music with guitarists of all skill levels. One of the things that comes up often, and I feel it can be an obstacle, or at least the next obstacle after you've learned some basic chord shapes, is being able to change from one chord to another without an unmusical pause. Musical pauses can be fine, but if you're playing along and you have to pause to get to the next chord, it's a problem. It's definitely a problem when you're playing with other musicians. And it's also a problem for people listening to the music. Music has this amazing way of pulling in the listener and evoking something, no matter the style. And if the musician is making these awkward pauses, it breaks the bubble, it breaks the spell, and the listener gets distracted and needs to go eat a Twinkie or watch a video of somebody lighting themselves on fire. So, in the name of music, I made this video where I play 3 chords, G, C, and D. And you should know these, but if you don't, that's okay. There's a little dialogue diagrams, and I'm going to play a 4-bar pattern. So it's G for 1 bar, to the C to 1 bar, to D 1 bar, and to G, and repeat. And I invite you to play along on any guitar you have. This works well on a ukulele too, or a bass, or a mandolin, or banjo. And you don't have to play the rhythm I'm playing. You can make up your own rhythm. You can go slower, quarter notes, or faster. The most important thing is to switch at the right time. Switch in the groove to the C, to the D, to the G. I'm going to keep playing. This is a pretty basic video. I'm going to have more complicated stuff in future videos, but I feel like it's really important to get the basics down. I always tell people who I meet and they say they want to get better at guitar, and I always say the best way to get better at guitar is to play with other people. So get together with a friend and jam, or if you can't do that, save this video and just play along with me. Now we're gonna play 3 other guitar chord shapes, which you may know already. They're pretty basic. The A shape, and the D shape we already know, and the E shape. Okay, now these chords have the same relationship to each other as G, C, and D have. They're what's called 1-4-5, and you've probably heard that. I'm not going to get too deep into theory in this video, but I just want you to focus on what you hear and these basic shapes and practice staying in the groove. So here we go with this same pattern. Ready? And A, D, E, A. Practice switching right on time. Now, the reason I've brought up these 2 chord progressions is I want to introduce you to a third thing, which is the capo. If you have a capo, then great, put it on the 2nd fret. If you don't have a capo, that's okay, because you can keep playing that A, D, E, A progression. But we're going to go capo 2, and we find that the G shape, when you're on capo 2, is the same. It sounds like an A in open position. So if you're playing with a flute player, this is not, they're not going to hear a G chord, they're going to hear A. And the C chord is actually a D chord. It's a C shape that sounds like a D. And the D shape sounds like an E. And the great thing about the capo is you can play with somebody else, and they could be playing capo chords, and you could be playing open position, or vice versa. If you don't have a capo, that's okay. Keep playing A, D, and E. And one note about this capo, it's actually a classical guitar capo. It's designed to work with a nylon string Spanish-style guitar, which has a more flat neck. So if you have a steel string acoustic guitar or an electric guitar, you just get a capo for that. It looks the same, but it's different. And mandolins and ukuleles have capos too. Okay, so here we go with the G shape, the C shape, and the D shape in with the capo on capo 2. Ready? And G shape, C shape, which sounds like a D, D shape, which sounds like an E, and G shape, which sounds like an A. G shape, C shape, D shape. I hope this doesn't confuse anybody, but C again. I'm going to call out the open position chords. Right, we're G, but A is open position to a D, to an E, back to the A. Wow. That's a lot to think about. Just keep playing. It's all about the groove. It's all about the rhythm. Yeah! G shape, C shape, D shape, G. Nice. If you like this video, be sure to click like on it so I can get the video to a bigger audience. Also, feel free to click subscribe to see more videos like this. And leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Thanks.